Today we're going to give you a quick breakdown on the differences between the Hoka stability shoes. So Hoka have two main stability shoes, the Hoka Gaviota and the Hoka Arahi. We're going to compare the different characteristics of each shoe so that you get a better idea of the key differences and what might work better for you. So first thing we're going to talk about is the weight. So the Gaviota comes in considerably heavier than the Arahi regardless of the model. They've made the latest Gaviota slightly lighter, but still typically comes in 20 to 30 grams heavier than the Arahi. Then in terms of stability, in the Gaviota you've got two main forms of stability. So you've got a J-frame that runs along the front to the inner side of the shoe, and that's the darker foam here. And the aim of that is to provide stability all along the inner aspect of the shoe. So instead of having a classic medial arch support under the arch of the foot, it tries to provide stability throughout the gait cycle on the inner aspect of the shoe, reducing the amount that you can move inwards. Underneath the padding, which you can see, is a H-frame, which really looks like an 8 frame, and that tries to provide stability throughout the length of the shoe. So it tries to reduce the motion side to side, ensuring a nice smooth gait pattern. In contrast to that, the Hoka Arahi 6 has primarily just the J-frame, which you can see, which is the darker foam through here. They both have the CMEVA cushioning that's associated with Hoka, so it's a super light foam, and that's what allows it to have a really thick midsole without compromising too much weight. So what you get in the Arahi 6 is a slightly lighter shoe that's a bit more springier, and the Gaviota is a little bit heavier, a little bit clunkier, but really gives that extra added stability. In terms of the sizing, they're true to fit size, but both of them are quite narrow in the toe box. This is an extra wide version of the Gaviota, and as you can see with the standard Arahi, it's quite narrow up through here into the toe box. So it's a nice snug fit in the heel to midfoot, but if you have a broader foot, then we generally recommend that you get the wide version of the Hoka. In terms of the heel, you have a nice supported bevel on the Arahi 6, but whilst you don't have that on the Gaviota, what you do have is the pull tag, which some people really like for trying to slip into the shoe. So overall, in terms of Hoka stability shoes, we'd say that the Gaviota is their most stable shoe, but as a consequence you get a slightly heavier shoe, a little bit clunkier, not as smooth as you run. Whereas with the Arahi, you get a nice stable shoe, an extra bit of support on the medial part of your foot with the J-frame. And this is really important because most shoes are moving away from that medial support, so Hoka have stuck with the J-frame on both. Overall, two great shoes, a little bit of a faster shoe compared to the Gaviota, and even in the latest model of the Gaviota that's a bit more of plush cushioning like you see in the Bondi, it's still slightly heavier and a little bit clunkier. If you've got any questions on these shoes or stability in general, please leave them in the comment section. If you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel.